Hello, everybody. All right, so I am going to go ahead and get started. So, for any of you who have never been here before, my name is Melinda Hart. This is Stamping with Hart. I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin Up. And today I'm going to be showing some of the new products that I was able to purchase from our new catalog. It is the August to December 2020 mini catalog. I cannot show you the inside yet because it hasn't launched to customers. It will on August 4th, but demonstrators get early access so that we can check it out and buy products. And we are allowed to show you the products that we get. Anything that we make, we just can't show you the pages until it launches to customers. So if you do not have a catalog, if you do not have a demonstrator and you would like one, reach out to me, let me know. We are going to be testing a new software today, which you should be able to see, I think up in this corner. It says powered by Streamyard. So I'm testing this. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it yet or not, but I had some very nice people help me. Yesterday, I reached out on YouTube to a YouTube tech expert. His name is Justin Brown. He had done a video on the different, streaming platforms that you could use. This was one of them. So I thought I would try it. And then, of course, I was testing it out yesterday. The funny thing is I can usually test it on a screen, but I'm using my computer and my phone today. So it's going to get interesting. So yesterday we had a successful test. So I'm going to try it again. It looks like I'm still freezing. I'm going to hope for the best. But let's just go ahead and get started. So I'm going to be sharing the view so that you can see my table too. Let me see if I can do that. Okay, that's looking pretty bright. And you can see my floor. All right, let me just see if I can get situated here. All right, that's looking a little bit better. I'm not sure why the light is reading so bright, but I'm sure that I can fix that. Okay. So bear with me, this is new, but we will figure it out. So here are the products on the table. I'm not sure how I can switch the view. I'm just going to play with this for a minute. Let me put a comment in. I'm going to ask a question. This is another thing that I am testing. All right, what is your favorite holiday? Leave a comment. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out what we can do here so that we can see the products. I want the products to be bigger than me, but I don't know if I am going to be able to do that. Looks like these are my options for now. But anyway, there was a very nice person who left me a comment yesterday. Her name was Rockstar Rochelle, and she was the one who gave me some advice about using my phone to share the images on the table. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't want to waste too much time trying to play around with this, but I will definitely, I'm going to experiment with this some more and see, but you should be able to see solo layout. Here we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and show some of the new products. If anybody does pop on live with me, this is a new time that I am doing lives. So I'm planning on going live somewhere between 7 and 8:30, or somewhere between 7 and 9 each Thursday morning. So if you can join me live, that's great. If not, you will have the replays. So let's go ahead and talk about Halloween. Let me see here. All right, so I have been playing with the new product. I actually filmed a YouTube video and I have been trying to edit it and just really haven't had the time. And I like to take free courses, or I like to do different educational things just to keep me motivated and give me new ideas. And one of them was, if you don't have time, if things are changing, just be adaptable and do something new. And so that is what we are doing. I'm going to see if the stream on my phone is any stronger today, but we're not going to be making anything today. We're just going to be walking through some of the holiday products that I purchased from the mini catalog, the August to December 2020 mini catalog from Stampin' Up. So here we have something called the Hallows Night Magic Cling Stamp Set. This is what they look like. I mean, you can see the details on these and how wonderful that is. I'm going to see if I can take this comment down. Okay. So I'm loving how this looks here. And then it also has a die set. So there are options where you can purchase items individually. You can get them in a bundle. You could get them in a suite in some cases. So these are the coordinating dies for this stamp set. Let me see if I can show it here. These are so cool. I mean, the bats especially, just so cool. But we have a die that will cut out the spider. This is designed to fit within this. So we have some really cool stuff here. So then the other thing, and probably my favorite so far of everything that I have gotten, those dies, by the way, are called the Halloween Magic dies. Okay, so let me just show that. I'm hoping that you guys can see this okay. After this video is over, I'm going to test it out and see how everything looks. This, so far, has been my favorite thing to play with. This is called the Cobwebs 3D Embossing Folder. And let me just show you what that produces. Okay. This is vellum. So this was embossed on vellum. And just how cool is that? Love this. We have some embellishments here. We have the Iridescent Pearls. I'm going to try to get that up close to the screen so that you can see. That is iridescent. can't wait to use those on a project. We also have metallic mesh ribbon. So it looks just like this. I think that this is so cool. And then let me see if I can lay that down on the paper. Maybe the black paper would be better. I'll see if I can lay this down when I get to the glitter paper. But let's go ahead and look through the papers. So we have 12 by 12 designer series paper here, and they're double-sided. So you can see that would be the opposite side for this piece. That's cool. And I always love edges that have that look. Here's the opposite side. Okay, here's this side. Again, it has that sort of aged vintage look here. And then we have this really cool kind of striped pattern. Things like this I tend to use a lot. This is one of my favorites. Like I said, the bats seem to be the runaway winner for me right now. Have this really cool like doily pattern, this doily look. Here it is in black and white, basic black, and I believe that might actually be a gray and not white. I'll check and see what the coordinating colors are. Here's the opposite side, floral. Oh, this is my favorite. That's my favorite one. I could use 50 of this sheet. Now, this is not included as part of the suite. Everything that I just showed you was part of a Halloween suite. This is a product that you would purchase on its own. It is the black glitter paper. And I mean, this is so cool. Let me see if I can put that ribbon back down, just so you can get a good look for how textured that is. All right, so that's that. And you get 2 sheets of the black glitter paper, 12 by 12. Let me just show you here. I pre-cut some pieces as I've been playing with the dies and the stamp set. So you can have your sentiment over here and then have your little cut in bats. And then we have this guy. Look at that in the glitter. Here are some of the smaller ones. So cool. Okay, so I have the microphone on my phone muted, and I am mic'd. I'm wearing a mic here. I cannot get used to the screen being opposite. But I just want to make sure that you can hear me. I will like I said, I can't test the stream. So if anybody does happen to pop on live, let me know if you can hear me okay. We're going to go ahead and keep going with the video here, but that was the first of the Halloween products. So let me show you a few other pieces. Okay. This was one, before I move this off of the table, that was one die that I wanted to show. I love the details on this from the die set. That is so cool. That's going to be so nice to use on treat bags and treat boxes. Okay. I don't have enough room where I'm sitting. All right. So this is called Have a Hoot. You can purchase this just as a stamp set, or you could get dies or the bundle. The dies are called Peek-a-Hoot dies. This is what they look like. This is actually a wonderful die set. I lost an owl outline, but you can see there we have really nice, amazing spider web here. We also have this triple tag piece, like die cut piece. It's like a 3-in-1 type deal. So cool. And then of course, if you do not like fussy cutting, you're all set with your owls. It will do all the cutting for you. This I'll show you guys in a minute. This is actually from something else. Okay, so just to give you a better look, for the Have a Hoot, you can see just how cute the illustration is on this. Here are the coordinating dies and what that would look like. Okay, so you can see these tags. You can see the details on that spider web. And then just depending on your image, here are the owls and then their little coordinating pieces. I think this little guy cuts out a spider. This cuts out a moon. I think that's mistletoe. But we'll take a look at the images in just a minute. And then I actually took my Stampin' Blends and I did some coloring. So just to show you how the Stampin' Blends can bring these to life and just how sweet that is. So let me see if I can get them close. Just so, so sweet. I wanted to do a little owl couple here, but of course you could, you know, shade or color them any way you wanted. Same with all of the images, really. Connor, my son Connor, likes to watch these videos that have all of the little owl characters in them. And there's one where they're all different colors and they're flying out of a tree. And that just reminded me so much of of that. So that was what inspired me with the coloring there. This guy, I mean, these two are my favorite. I tend to default to anything Halloween. Halloween and Christmas are right up there together in terms of my favorites. And then we also have the little owl with the present, and this owl who seems to be intimidated by his little spider friend. So just, I mean, really, really cute. And of course, your dies will cut these out. So let me just show you. If you want to create a scene, just keep in mind that this is only going to cut this much. Okay, so of course you could just do a layer and color your background and everything, but just wanted to point that out. And the owl with the moon. Oh. It's like putting together the piece of a puzzle. So here we are there. And then we have this little guy. And our mistletoe. So you can see this dies, these two pieces are actually connected. And you would just lay it right there. Same with this one. So connected, connected, connected. Okay. And like I said, this guy, he has a little die too. It was just, it's still in the envelope. It didn't stick to the paper. Let's talk about the sentiments. Have a hoot on Halloween. Merry Christmas from Owl of Us. Boo. And all I want for Christmas is you. So, so cute. Okay, so this is one of my favorites. This is called Ghoulish Goodies. And let's just talk about the sentiments on here. So it's not a trick, it's just a treat. Eek to you, boo, good to the last bite, ghoulish goodies. To a frightfully good friend, the most spooktacular time of year. And then, of course, all these good little iconic characters that we have every Halloween. So here, all I did was I stamped them out, but the one thing that I was playing with coloring in certain words with the blends or tracing the word with the blends just to see how I like that. Here I made, even though I stamped it in black, I also took my Stampin' Blend and the basic black dark and colored in the crow, and then also the witch's cauldron. So let me see here. And you can see, I mean, you can immediately see a difference there, but all of the imagery here is really cool. I love the attitude of the little cat, the black cat. Just so, so cute. And then, of course, let's not forget our little spider on the web up here. So also really, really cute. Now, one thing that's going to be coming up, it's actually a Christmas item, but I used it for Halloween. I'm a big fan of embossing. So I wanted to play with the embossing folders, and I'll show you that in just a minute, the folders that go with these, but this is pumpkin pie. Now this is with no inking. This is just the image. My sandwich was a little too tight and it messed with the way my paper looked. This side is with the ink. So I inked the folder just to try to give it like a little bit of like an aged look. And then here we have our other folder pattern. And again, that's inked. So that's pumpkin pie as the cardstock. And then I think it was the Memento Tuxedo black ink that I was playing with the folder. I inked the folder and then ran it through, and it impressed the ink on into the embossing pattern. And then here are just two more as I was just playing with how much ink I wanted to use. Did I want to age it? Did I want to, not ink the whole thing? So just playing around, which I think will be some pretty cool layers in some of my Halloween projects. Okay. So now we're going to start talking about Christmas. This isn't everything, but I'm going to show what I can of Christmas because we are at 26 minutes right now. And I don't want to go too long. So in the catalog, there are specialty papers that you can buy. This is one of them. There are so many spectacular Christmas things to choose from. I really couldn't decide it. It took me a while, but this is flocked paper, and I love flocked paper. So if you look here at the details on this, let me switch the camera. Look at that. Just flocking on vellum. I'm in. Just absolutely so beautiful. We have our poinsettias here. So gorgeous. And then we also have this pattern. Okay, you get two of each sheet. Just so absolutely gorgeous. Let me tell you what it's called. Plush Poinsettia Specialty Paper. Okay, so that's that. The next thing, foil paper. So now on camera, this is reading as a warm red. This is reading as like an orangey warm red, and it is not. It is actually like a true real red, which is a little bit more of the bluish red. So I just wanted to say that, but really, I mean, just so beautiful. Look at that. $12 by $12, 2 sheets each of each color. Okay. Here's one of the most fun sets in my opinion, in the catalog. But before I start digging, this is a big one. But before I start digging that out, let me show you these. These are Snowflake Sequins. I'm trying, when I open it, I just don't want to get it everywhere. So I am notorious for doing that. So they're just different colors, different shapes, different sizes, just like real snowflakes. So if you like to make shaker cards, or if you like to add a little bit of dazzle, this is a really cool embellishment to use. Last year in a paper pumpkin kit for Christmas, they included snowflake sequins, and I was hooked. So when I saw them in the catalog this year, I thought, yep, better get those. Okay, so let's see. So I think that this is one of the most fun sets. There's a lot of product in here, but the concept behind this is, I mean, not just decorating these, but it's a super fun part of it. It is these little coffee cups. Okay, and then we have these little coffee caddies. Of course, I just have all of the coffee cups stacked in here. But you get the cups, you get the lids. So sweet. And then everything in here is designed to either decorate these or to, decorate whatever you're making and sending with these themes. So let me go ahead and switch my view one more time. All right. So much to show here. Let me try to show the main pieces first. So we have Wrapped in Christmas, which I have to say, the fonts on this are fabulous. I can't say enough good things about not even what just the sentiments say, but all of the fabulous fonts that they used with them. We have Warm Hugs. This is very playful. Lots of really cool little icons to use. So here are the dies. Now, one of the reasons that I wanted to show it this way is so that you know what the wrap for the coffee cup looks like. And these will connect and just wrap around your coffee cup. And then, of course, these are the dies that will cut out all those little images. So again, if you're not a fan of fussy cutting, you have that. We have some really fun textures here. And then, of course, some really cool dies for our sentiments. Here is a look at the stamped images. I just love this. This one, and the fact that I can color this one in just about any color I want, though, that really appeals to me. I love them all. I love this one, but this one's gorgeous. You can use that on just about everything. But yeah, I just love, and I love the combination of fonts on this one. Okay, so Eat, Drink, and Be Cozy. I think that captures the feeling. I Like You a Latte. Happy Christmas. So Very Merry. You're the marshmallows to my cocoa. That is so sweet. Warm Hugs to You All Season Long. This one's on me. Merry Christmas. And then, of course, For You. So those are the circle ones that I was just reading. I love this design that will coordinate with this die. Okay, and then here it is in red, in real red. I was just playing around with that. Okay, so here are the embossing folders that I was talking about. So we are going to have something called, you know what? I can't remember the name of it, so I don't want to botch it, and I can't open up the catalog in front of you. But I'll talk about it again. I'll talk about it a little bit more next week. But this is going to fit into a die cutting and embossing machine that we're going to be having coming out. So it's pretty cool, the different sizes that they're going to be offering with our embossing folders. This one's called Wrap in Texture. Okay, so here are those patterns that I just showed you with the Halloween papers. That's these here. I am somebody who tends to like to ink my embossing folders, but if you do not, that's what it would look like. Just imagine it in green or real red, garden green, something like that. But you get two folders in the pack. There are the two patterns. Here are some extras so that I can actually start decorating. The dies are called Warm Wraps dies. Here are the mini coffee carriers. You will get 8 of them. And I believe it's the same in coffee cups. I would have to double check, but that's what they look like before you assemble them. Okay, and then let's talk about the papers for a moment. Okay, so same thing. Here we go. We have some stripes here. And when I say same thing, I mean you'll see the opposite. Like you'll see the back of this page. They're double-sided designer series paper, 12 by 12. A lot of cool patterns here. It reminds me so much of like a country Christmas. Okay, so there's this pattern. And here we have this one. Is that like perfect or what? Just perfect. I'll use that on everything. That reads very interesting on camera. I can't help myself to flip the paper around. I just have to do it. I love this one as well. Okay. And that paper pack is called Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series Paper. The colors that were featured there were Mossy Meadow, Pear Pizzazz, Real Red, and Whisper White. Now for the fun, we have some embellishments. You guys, I have a window over here and you can see the sun starting to come in on the table. Okay, so these are, let me give you the official name, Glitter Star Ornaments. You can see that glitter there. It's been gray and rainy, so the fact that the sun is actually coming through might mess with the camera. I was trying to get that done before that came out, so just bear with me. I promise you, I'm gonna get it right one of these days. And then we also have braided linen trim. And this one is called, this is Mossy Meadow. I don't know if it has a name. Diagonal stripe ribbon, 3/8 of an inch. Okay. Sorry, I froze there for another minute. Okay, so this last one that I'm going to show you is like, it's like a mega collection. I just want to say before I start to show it that I did not get the entire suite. And I can talk more about that once I can start showing the inside of the catalog. But I did get a lot of good products. And this was the very first thing that really caught my attention. It was what I wanted the most. And then when I started playing with everything else, I was like, oh, I like this too. And I like this too. And that's cool too. So let me go ahead and show you this set. Can you tell just by how long it's taking me to get things out? How gigantic it is. While I normally show ribbon at the end, can we all just take a look at this? Look at how gorgeous this is. Oh my gosh. Okay. So here are what I think are the stars of the show. The sleigh, the reindeer, and then of course these fonts, that special delivery. The Made in the North Pole reindeer air freight express delivery, that just is literally the cutest. I could put that on everything. So I loved these. I just thought that they were absolutely the cutest. I love tags. Okay, so this is something that becomes a big deal over the holidays when we're making things for people. And whether you want to do like this is like a typical size tag, or if you want to get into the smaller, cuter, rounder ones and thread it. In this case, we have the gold. I can't remember what this is called. It's not twine. It's like a cord. Of course, those will thread through very easily on these. But look at the deer. Look at that. Love that reindeer. It's just so fabulous. And then, of course, we have a stamped version that you'll have a die cut for. But if you look at the details on the stamps and the shading and everything, oh, I just absolutely love that. That's called Wishes and Wonder. This color, by the way, is one of our new colors called Cinnamon Cider. I wanted to see what the reindeer looked like in Cinnamon Cider. I cut some. Do you guys cut extras when you're testing out all of your products? I had to because I just thought he was so fabulous. Or she. I don't know what the rules are with reindeer and antlers. And let's see. The die set is called North Pole Wonder Dies. All right, I'm going to be showing you a lot of papers, and I love all of the papers. But I also wanted to show you Wonder of the Season, Memories and More, cards and envelopes. You get 20 cards and 20 envelopes here. You can see that they are foil stamped. Okay, so we have the foil stamped envelope. We also have the foil stamped cards. And that, of course, just makes it easier to decorate things. If you don't have all the time in the world to create your own card bases, we have the Wonderful Gems. These are faceted and they have little bits of glitter on the inside. I don't know if you can see that. And then let's start going through the Memories and More card pack. Okay, let me show the little ones first. So just lots of patterns and options here. Love this. I love Memories and More because it makes everything easier. Okay. We also have the larger card piece here. Wishing you wonder and joy. Let me see how many of these that you get. I think it's 5. Yep, 5. Okay. And then we have this one. The bells. I did not get the bells stamp set. I didn't think that I would use that as much as I use the others, but we will find out. So much to work with here. Even if you can only get one bundle or one suite or something like that, I mean, you're going to have wonderful products to use for the holidays. Okay, so here we have some stickers. Foil stamping, which I didn't mention previously. These are not double-sided. This is wonderful. Look at this one. Season's greetings. Merry Christmas. We wish you a wonderful Christmas. I love that one. And that reminds me of wrapping paper. Okay. Here are a few other pieces. I forgot this one. That also reminds me of wrapping paper. Got some more die cut stickers here. And we also have numbers for a countdown calendar, an advent calendar, Christmas countdown, and that's cool. Okay, you also would get a 6x6 pack, and it is called Tis the Season 6x6 Designer Series paper. And I'm not going to go through every single piece because there's a ton here, but just so that you can get an idea of what that looks like. We have candy canes and plaid and trees and some really cool patterns, all Christmas colors. Some pine, some holly. So really, really cool patterns there. And then the last thing, which honestly, in my personal opinion, it's the best of the paper, but that's because vintage appeals to me. So let's see. Okay, so I love anything vintage, Victorian, Dickens era fonts and themes. And this paper has that in spades. So this is Specialty Designer Series paper. It is called Wonder of the Season Specialty Designer Series paper. You get 12 sheets in here. Again, they're double-sided, I think. Yes, double-sided. So let me go ahead and show you these. Now, if you're a scrapbooker, you can cut this up and use this all over the place. Even you can make probably 10 or 12 different cards just from cutting up pieces of this. Top of the world travel, heading south for spring vacation, North Pole's fishing club, old-fashioned sleigh rides, upon the housetop roofing, toy making workshops, peppermint pavers. So just so much here. And then we have some words on the other side. It looks like it's telling a story. And that's the gold foil stamping. We also have it in red. I'm not sure which red. It might be cherry cobbler. Okay, so same thing, I think. Gingerbread house contest, yes. And then on this side, they have recipes. Mrs. Claus's cheese fondue, cooking corner, Santa's hot chocolate. Now that right there is something that I would use to decorate one of the caddies when I decorated all of the little hot chocolate cups. I would use that. Okay, and then we have this paper here. Wishing you a happy Christmas. Breaking news. Bells spread Christmas cheer. Look at that font. I don't even know what it says. I haven't even read it yet, but I love that font. I see North Pole in there. Okay. All right, and then we have this sheet here, which is Stories and Poems the Night Before Christmas by Peppy Peppermint. I love that. A visit to Santa Claus land. Trip to the big city, a success. Letters to Santa break all-time record this year. Look at that. Dear Mrs. Claus. And then here is the writing in gold. Look at that. The North Pole Chronicle. So it really just doesn't get any cuter than that. I want to appreciate anybody who stops by, who checks out the replay. Leave me any questions or comments if you have any. That's all I have to share for today. I do plan on coming back next Thursday, and I'll have some fun products to show you that we created based on the products that I showed today. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day.